Welcome back to chapter 3 of A Story of Stories. So I create fragrance completely from my own intuition. It's not a process of following a formula or choosing notes in a traditional way. It's a deeply personal experience to me. But that comforting scent I told you about that I had carried with me for many years, the one that I could never quite place, I still didn't know what it was, but it felt almost divine. It felt like a gift, something given to me after coming through so much, after facing my past and dealing with those inner traumas that had once manifested in my life in such destructive ways. But many years later, when I was in Grasse, I started to adapt this fragrance from memory. And the way I did it was very different from how perfumers traditionally work. So I would sit at a perfumer's organ, surrounded by over 200 bottles of ingredients, but I never looked at the labels. I was taught to blind smell. I didn't want to know what they were. Instead, I wanted to connect with each note purely through feeling. And that's what I did. So I started to write down each one of the notes and how it made me feel, the emotions it triggered, the memories or sensations it brought up. But what I didn't realize at the time is that we all experience scent differently. Some people associate smell with a color, a shape, a physical sensation, or even a picture in their mind. For me, I smelt in colors and pictures, and I had a very deep sense in my body. So that's how I created stories, number 1, and number 2. And that's how stories fragrances were born, not just from ingredients, but from emotion, from memory, and from intuition.